the second half of the cast of Avengers Doomsday appears set to be unveiled by the end of the month, with some reports suggesting this next Wednesday, August 27th, we could get the second half of that cast. So if so, we'll talk about the entire cast announcement next week on the podcast. But last week, Ryan Reynolds himself teased Deadpool potentially appearing in Avengers Doomsday on his Instagram account. And the Hollywood Reporter reported that Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool would in fact appear in the film. This could actually track as multiple teams are set to collide. The ones we do know about is Sam Wilson's Avengers. Minor spoiler alert for the Thunderbolts here. If you haven't seen it, I didn't pick the photo here, but this is one with all the teams listed. But the new Avengers, also known as the Thunderbolts, the Fantastic Four, Team Loki is the new one that we're going to talk about a little bit here. X-Men, and of course Doctor Doom's team itself. So we could potentially be looking at 6 teams colliding in this upcoming major blockbuster film here. So yeah, the teams in Avengers Doomsday with Team Loki is the new team that's making the headlines. The reason being is because all the teams in the film potentially are going to be seeking out Loki, as he's potentially, minor spoiler alert for Loki season 2, is sitting on his throne and literally holding the multiverse in his hands. This is what you're seeing here in the picture. Well, this team Loki could include Deadpool, Wolverine, as we saw in Deadpool and Wolverine and stuff with the TVA, Sylvie, Hunter B-15, Mobius, Gambit, X-23, and others who appeared in Deadpool and Wolverine film. Even some rumors of Captain Carter and Steve Rogers' Captain America as Nomad joining this team, as those two characters are currently time and not a part of the main timeline. So this lines up with the report from the Hollywood Reporter that says that do not expect Deadpool to join the Avengers team, though, despite being in this movie. So, but all this could be for nothing, though, because apparently, even though the Hollywood Reporter said he's in it, Deadpool, or Deadline, I should say, came out a couple days later and said that he's not in the film, despite what previous reports claimed. So right now, it's kind of a waiting game to see. So could be nothing, could be everything. But so yeah, we'll have to just wait and see if this big reveal happens on Wednesday. But if it does, we'll probably know there. Maybe the Hollywood Reporter just jumped the gun a little bit. That's kind of what I think happened. But thoughts on all this? On there maybe being a Team Loki as well with all these other characters. With it's going to be nuts. That's what it's going to be, flat out.
They're stacking the shit out of this movie.
Yeah, well, they're a little, not making the most money as of late. Even though Fantastic Four I loved, it didn't even do the greatest. So yeah, they're looking to hit a home run with this and Spider-Man, the next two coming out the gate. So all hands on deck for the sounds of it. I say, yeah. I at this point it's kind of like next Wednesday they'll just come out and be like, yeah, everybody you know's in it. Let's just, even if you don't tell us, we're going to assume they are. You know what I mean? Like they're probably not going to tell us anything like Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire, which I don't even actually think they'll show up till Secret Wars. But we're even going to think they're in it until they're not. You know what I mean? So yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to the final reveal. But obviously, if there's other old X-Men characters coming back, I think Hugh Jackman is a given, and Ryan Reynolds as well. But even though Ryan Reynolds is kind of going through a little bit of a court thing or legal issue with his wife and things like that, even stem from Deadpool 3 and Deadpool Wolverine. So yeah, any thoughts on Ryan Reynolds and his legal stuff?
Legal issue with his wife? Are they getting a divorce?
Well, no, it's not between them. It's between them and a third party, somebody, an actor she worked with on another project. And I don't know the entire story, but I know that there was at least a claim that said that the Nice Pool character in Deadpool and Wolverine was modeled after that guy to make fun of him. And he's kind of taking a legal action against them. Maybe more than I think it is more than that. But so yeah, it's a whole thing between him and his wife more than it is him. But it's not painted Ryan in the best of light, from what I understand. So you guys may know more about that than I do, but that's kind of the
No, I don't actually.
Yeah. Our friend Jordan at work, she follows it like crazy. She would be the one to ask. It's kind of like the Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing, but not between each other, but it's them against another party. So
did they poop on this dude's bed?
What's that?
Did they poop on this dude's bed?
Oh, that I don't think so. No, but yeah.
He's mad because a character, I guess, resembled him and he got his head blown off.
I don't think that's all of it. I think there was more to it than that. I think that was part of it. I think there was a lot more to it than that. So yeah, but yeah. Didn't think we were going to go down that rabbit hole. That's why I didn't really look into it. But apparently, I'm going to look into it.
She pooped on that man's bed. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it happened.
Yeah. That wasn't the only thing she did.
Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't. It really wasn't. Like,
no.
I listened to that whole trial. It was fucked up. Like,
yeah. So much so that she ruined the Aquaman franchise in a way.
She did.
So, yeah.
She killed it.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't the only reason it died. That didn't help matters for certain. But yeah.
No.
But I ain't gonna lie to you, Deadpool and Avengers would be fun. I don't know how you're gonna make that work. That would be talk about a wild card.
It would be. It'd be. I mean, we'll eventually get Deadpool with the Avengers. It's just this would be the perfect movie to do it in that aspect, though.
But even Ryan Reynolds
have
said,
everybody there.
But even if he said even like you give him the Avengers, you know that's not going to be good for Deadpool. So I don't know if they'll ever pull the they might. I can see him joining the X-Men, which he kind of already has a little here and there, begrudgingly. But I don't know. But I mean, but the way they did that thing in Deadpool Wolverine, where he was interviewing with Happy, you think that's something they would eventually go, or like be an honorary member or something. Like maybe he helps save the world and he dies or something. I don't know how you kill Deadpool, but I'm spitballing here, so I don't know.
You can. It takes a lot of work, but you can because he has died.
Yeah. I would just hope that maybe he would come back after the whole reboot and everything. But then again, he has been doing it for 3 films, and we're looking at potentially 2 Avengers movies here. So that's a long time in the world of movies.
He called himself Marvel Jesus.
Well, that's the other thing too. Like if he does die, I guess I don't know if he'd resurrect, but at the same time, it's like, you know, if he was to die at the end of Secret Wars, he'd be like Tony Stark doing the snap. I am Marvel Jesus. I don't know, but anyway.
Is there a Deadpool donkey?
Do they what?
A Deadpool donkey?
Oh, I'm sure of it. Yeah, they've got I've got a Deadpool dinosaur pop. Yeah,
they got a T-Rex.
Yeah,
they got. I mean, there's possibilities out there.
I mean, they had a full-fledged, a floating head skull that was in a Deadpool mask. I mean, you know, like there's all sorts of things you could do with it. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing Ryan Reynolds, and I'm hoping we get the whole gamut next week. We can talk about it in full. I know I'm nerding out, but at the same time, it's newsworthy. The one thing about comic book stuff is always news, all the way around. So yeah, it's what.
Yeah, so they did confirm. They haven't confirmed yet, though, right? I think we'll probably get the Chris Evans and Thor thing. Like we'll probably get those 2 for sure. But I mean, I would love to see Deadpool in it, but you know, we'll see. Especially for Secret Wars, I think he's the perfect candidate for something like that. Plus, you got to pay off the whole "Why is Thor crying" thing. Like we got to.
I hope so.
We got to figure it out.
Yeah, I know that. I know there's a recent report we talked about where some like post-credit scenes might never get followed up on, but something like that, you can't put that in a movie and not follow it up on it. Like that would really be bad, I think. But yeah, so I guess we'll see where it goes. Thank you for checking out this clip of the Dragon's Den podcast. If you like what you saw here, please consider checking out our full podcast on Saturday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to follow, comment, like, and subscribe. And until our next video, guys, take care and God bless.